Imagine your diet only consisted of Twizzlers. How's it going, people?
How's it going, people?
Yeah, we're doing this a bit differently. I got a good buzz going. Usually we just have like 2 beer and get her going, but
yeah, we both do.
I'm too far gone right now. It feels great. My phone's going off. I don't care.
I think I was wearing this shirt last weekend. I don't care. It's a weekend shirt. I wear it all the time.
You're gonna be like a cartoon character. You're always wearing the same stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I like this shirt.
Alright,
let's go.
I shaved today. This is great. And I got a haircut. I needed it.
Just pounding the bruise back.
When do you want to start?
Right now. I thought we already did start.
Oh.
You stupid.
Oh yeah, I already said hi, people.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know,
hi, people.
Or your brain dead. Your brain doesn't work.
He's got a brain.
You don't have a brain.
He's got a brain.
My name is Michael Reginald Peter Bennett. And your name is?
Kiefer Gibson.
Say your whole name.
Nope.
Why?
Nope.
He's shy. He's camera shy. Shy in 4K.
Yep.
So today we're going to talk about... Well, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm going to talk about some random stuff. Some random stuff.
Get ready for 45 minutes of Reggie, people.
I don't know where to start. I thought I had something for this. I hate cigarettes, but I love them.
I know you're very aggressive with your inhales and exhales.
Change your mind and inhale. It's a big distraction. So, I've been in the gym for about a month now. Feeling a lot better. Lost a bit of weight, gained a bit of muscle. I feel great. And my pants are getting smaller around my waist. It's always great. So that's something that's keeping me happy right now. Other than that, though, I'm working at my new job for I think 3 weeks now. I'm having a great time there. Awesome place, great people, making good money, and I haven't been this happy in a while. And you know what? Some people get depressed at the thought of work, but I find that when I'm unemployed, I'm at the lowest point in my life. And oh man, it sucks. So now that I got a job and I have money and I can afford to pay for things, man, it's so rewarding. I'll put my 40 hours in, but at Friday I'm so happy. Like I got off work today, I got on that bus, put in some music, and I knew it was the weekend, and I can turn off my alarm and wake up whenever I want. It's a great feeling.
Nothing better than a Friday night.
Yeah. You ever think about if you ever look at your pay stub and you see the deductible taxes, whether you like it or not, you're supplying someone's drug habit. That's a fact.
It's disgusting.
It really is.
It's crazy how as somebody who works 40 plus hours a week struggles to get by.
Yep.
But somebody who doesn't work at all just lives the dream. I think we should just be unemployed.
Yeah, I know.
Might as well. Be better off.
Just lie to the government and get a nice fat check.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that's one thing that bothers, I think, everybody who works. If you're watching the show and you work, you're a hard-working person, it doesn't mean you gotta go to work and bust your ass every day. I don't mean that as a hard-working person. I mean the fact that you set an alarm on your phone or clock, whatever, and you wake up and you get in your car and you go to work, or you wait for the bus, in my case, and then take the bus to work. As long as you're taking time out of your day, your one life that you get to support yourself.
Just racking the kilometers up on your vehicle because your company decided to move to a different city.
Yeah, that's with this guy. But seriously,
stupid.
If you're doing those things, just you can have a place to live, food to eat, make yourself happy. If you got kids and you support your kids by taking that time out of your life, you are a good person in my books. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? It's amazing.
Unfortunately. Imagine how much stuff I could get done with this video stuff, if I didn't have to go to work every day.
Every day.
Imagine being one of those people that just, oh, maybe I'll get a job tomorrow. And it's just like 3 years later and you still don't have a job, but you're still living the dream.
Yep.
That would be nice.
It's so crazy because every time I've been unemployed, it's like after like a week or two, I start getting bored because I found myself like on my phone a lot, on the internet, just looking up videos and stuff, and then you're just bored, and 8 hours goes by like that, and you didn't make any money, you didn't do anything, and you're just, and then the next day you wake up and you're right back to what you were doing before. It's actually pretty depressing when you really think about it. But if you got a job and you're working, you're making money, I know it sucks 8 hours a day, every day, but you know, you got money in your pocket, you can go out, like today, I got paid, and me and this guy, we went to Chuck's Roadhouse, and we got a nice meal.
With no vaccine passports.
Exactly.
That's what I like.
You work 40 hours a week, and you get to treat yourself to something, and our something was getting a nice boiga. It was a ham boiga. It was great. And little things like that just like make it worth it. You know, like as we're recording, it's Friday, and tomorrow I get to wake up whenever I want and do whatever I want, and then the next day I get to do the same thing, get to do whatever I want, wake up whenever I want. But Sunday, you know, you got to go to work on Monday. And repeat the process.
You got to go through the Sunday blues.
You got to bend over and take it until next Friday.
Yep. You got to go deal with people who are miserable because they've been at the same place for years. I should really stop talking.
You get fired.
Yeah. Oh well.
If you're working a full-time job, man, if no one appreciates that, well, listen to us. We appreciate it. Because, like we said, there's some people out there who are just living off the government. And like I said, unfortunately, they're living off our tax dollars. Not just me and his. Everyone who works. Literally, your tax money is going towards someone's drug habit, someone's addiction. It's kind of like you're involuntarily helping someone dig themselves further into a shithole. It's crazy. Obviously, tax dollars go towards hospitals, cops, all that stuff that we need to make to make a good civilization, I guess.
I don't hate cops. I hate the ones that are just dicks.
Yeah, there's always cops
most
like
of them,
that.
but I mean, you know, it'd be nice if I could just sit in a parking lot all night, drink coffee.
But then there's also those cops. Like last week, I guess 2 cops got stabbed and a dog got shot. But I don't want to talk about that. That's just an example of what can happen if you're a cop. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's obviously chances for you to get harmed.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you do put your life on the line. That's why I respect cops.
But it's not the most dangerous job in the world. If you look it up, I'm not even gonna go there.
Statistically, yeah, it's not. But I think firefighters are like guys who put their life on the line.
Yeah, and I always said that you drive by a fire truck, you wave at them, they wave back. You drive by an ambulance, you wave at them, they wave back. You drive by a cop and you wave at them, you get pulled over and questioned. I'm right.
Yeah, I mean, I find that the difference between cops and firefighters, that firefighters are more like normal everyday people who don't have this authority hype, where they're not abusing their power. They're kind of literally there just to help you, and you know, I guess save the day. You know, if there's a burning building or whatever, they go and they help. They do what they have to do, but they're doing that because they like saving people. They like helping people. And I'm not saying cops don't. There's some cops that actually take pride in their job and do a good job and are really out there to help you. But, you know, and I'm sure there's firefighters out there too that are dicks, but I think it's more unlikely. But there are some cops out there that are just not very good human beings. You know, you kind of wonder, how did they get the job, you know?
I know a firefighter personally. He's a really good guy. I think you might have met him once.
Yeah, I might have. Who is it?
His name, I'm going to say it. His name's Liam.
Liam. I don't think I ever met him.
Big guy. He's awesome.
He's a big boy.
If he's ever watching this, he's awesome.
Yeah, you got to be strong, fit, agile to be a firefighter. I've seen some of the training videos. It's not easy.
Guy's massive.
just a house.
Yeah. He's a brick shithouse.
Yeah, where was I going with that?
I don't know. We were talking about living the dream on unemployment and government assistance.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that some people actually abuse that stuff.
It's not crazy at all. It seems to be the normal thing now.
Yeah, there's a lot of people doing that. It's not right.
Yeah.
You should only use those assistances if you really need it.
Yep.
Right.
It's disgusting.
It really is, man.
I hate getting up early in the morning to go to work like I do, but you gotta do it.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
What else was I gonna say? That chair is squeaking quite a bit.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know.
We're just talking about losers.
I know. I'm getting made fun of because they drink a lot, and then all of a sudden I see that person who's made fun of me, and now he's drinking.
That's actually a good thing to talk about. I've literally met people in my life that are like drunks, unemployed, living off the government, and they're giving me advice, and I'm here like working. You know? It's crazy, man.
It's like, what?
Where do you get the mentality to even think about saying anything to anybody about life advice?
Or, you know, the mentality of making a mess, but then expecting somebody else to clean it up.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What were you going to talk about?
I don't know.
No idea.
There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, but I probably shouldn't.
Say it.
No, I'm good.
Holy.
Because it could affect my income.
No one's going to see it.
Hmm.
Trying to think of a story for you guys.
No, my luck, they will.
Can you imagine you walk into work, there's like, yeah, you're fired, get out now.
Oh, who says I'm talking about work?
Get out! Holy. I don't really know what this episode's about.
It's about anything.
Anything and everything.
Yeah, and I apologize. We were supposed to have one up on, what was it, Wednesday or Tuesday?
It was Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, Wednesday. But I plugged the camera into the computer and it wouldn't read the video. I plugged the SD card itself into the computer and it wouldn't find the video, so I don't know. I'm going to have to figure that out tomorrow. Hopefully this works out.
It will. It'd be great.
But it might be by Saturday that you see both of them, so... Oh, there goes my speaker.
There's one topic I like to talk about, and this is my stance on the subject. And that subject is depression. And I look at depression in different ways than most people. I believe that I do think depression is real, but I think if you are depressed, usually most of the time you are the cause of your own depression, because I think depression comes with your mental state. So I like to believe that every day you wake up, you make a choice, whether to be upset, whether to be, like, I guess depressed, just stay in your bed all day, not get anything done, and you kind of use it as an excuse to kind of be lazy. But I'm not saying all people do that, but depression is real. But you know what? When it comes down to it, every day you wake up is a new chance to do better. You get that chance every day to make your life better, and the only one stopping you is you, right? You can let your past beat you down, get you defeated, or you can use that as fuel, you know? And I know a lot of people say that, but it's true. You choose your day every day. If I wanted to, I could quit my job, be unemployed, and be a loser, but no, I got myself out of that. I found a job, and I'm doing good now. I'm so much more happier. I feel way better. There's less stress. And it's keeping me further away from being upset. And I was upset, now I'm really happy. I feel great. And it's all because I took the time to do what I had to do to get to where I am now. And no one helped me with that. Well, I can't say no one helped me with that. Obviously people helped me by giving me a place to stay and understanding and being reasonable. Like, it's hard to do things on your own completely. And I'm very thankful for the people who have helped me.
You should be happy we're doing this show now.
Yeah, exactly. And
we don't have the best area to do it, but we're doing it.
Yeah, it was just an idea, and now this is what it is. I don't care if we get 2 viewers. It's just something that we like to do, you know?
I know, I've noticed our views have been dwindling quite a bit since the first one.
That doesn't bother me at all, because the only thing that matters to me is people who are listening can actually take something from this. Just give me one of those. That'd be great. A dime. Not a thing. But yeah, like I said.
I just fucking gave you one.
Yeah. Let's get smoke's going.
Fuck yourself.
But yeah, every day you make a choice whether to make your life better or worse. And that's the bottom line. You can't keep on using it as an excuses. You know, the bottom line is you get one life. You gotta make the best of it.
Oh, I'm too damaged to do anything. I can't get a job. It's like, I've heard a lot of people talk about that at my work.
You're damaged. It's like everybody's damaged. Everyone has a shit life in some aspect.
You think I want to go to work and, you know, be just belittled? It takes so much in me just to zip. And sometimes I can't do that. But to a certain person there, I have to do that. Or else I'm unemployed. And that's not me. But it takes a lot. After a little bit of an incident today, it's probably not the best topic to talk about.
No. I think that...
I don't even care if he sees it. He'll never see it.
Yeah.
I don't mention this stuff at work.
That's actually really good. The less people that know about this show that we do, the better, really. Because I don't want too many people like listening in and listening to our opinions and our stories. And I don't really care if people judge me or whatever. It's just that some people just shouldn't be watching this, if that makes sense.
I'd love to tell some stories and vent a little bit about what goes on at work, but it's not worth it right now.
Well, I think that eventually he'll grow comfortable enough to start telling stories. Because when it comes down to it, you shouldn't care what anyone says. I don't think they can fire you over what really happened, the truth.
They can make your life hell at work, though.
Yeah, the only thing is that some people will take it to the extreme and like message these people or tell them that we did this, and next thing you know, they're calling you to the office, like, "Hey, saw your show," and it's like, "Oh no, they heard what I said about you."
Well, I'm not mentioning a person. I'm not mentioning any names.
Yeah, but the goal is to be completely transparent about it.
Mm-hmm.
That would be very nice. We don't have to bite our tongue about anything. Just let everything loose, and that's the only thing really holding us back.
Yeah.
We want to tell more stories. We want to do more things, but a lot of people will get upset, and that's just the reality of life, right?
Yeah. Next thing you know, you're getting death threats.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Which eventually will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, do it. I don't care. Someone even sent me a death threat. I wouldn't call the cops. I just let it happen. It'll blow over. It always does.
Fuck yourself.
Oh. He's swearing. I think another thing I like to talk about is like, oh man, like this is a good example. So, I'm at the gym. I go to the gym like probably 5 days a week, 6 days a week, and I love doing it. And I can't help but to notice other people there. And I noticed a lot of insecurities about people. And I used to have a bad insecurity when I was in high school. I used to wear a hat all the time, like a toque. Because I was very insecure about my hair, and it was kind of weird. It was all in my head, right? And I don't do that anymore now. I don't give a shit. It doesn't bother me at all. But I'll see guys there wearing hats, and I know it's an insecurity. I can just tell, because as soon as they take their hat off, they shake their head and put it back on like right away. Like, hopefully no one sees me. And I see some girls who go to the gym and they're wearing makeup and they're wearing fake eyelashes, you know. And I'm just thinking, like, when I want to go to the gym, I go home. I get my pre-workout, and then I take the bus, and I go to the gym, and then I'm there. And it makes me wonder, do like some girls have their makeup completely done, and it's like they must have taken them like a half hour or an hour to do that before they have the courage to be like, okay, I look good enough to go to the gym, to work out, to better myself, right? It's kind of counterproductive. You're going there to better yourself, but the process that it takes you to get the courage to leave out of your house, it's kind of like lowering your self-esteem. Right? And all that stuff is in your head, and the best way to say that is like, I've seen girls there wearing makeup and they don't need it. There's such high standards for beauty in the world, and it's pretty crazy because I'm a guy, so it's a lot different. For a guy, really, the beauty standard is girls like a guy with like wide shoulders, big chest, thick back, like muscles and like vascularity and thinness. So you got to kind of have that like that really good look, right? Like cut with muscle. And in social media, it's like drilled into your head that guys have to look like this. And I'm a guy, but the way I see it is that in a girl's perspective, it's even worse because I've seen commercials, I've seen videos of girls who it's like drilled in their head that they have to have a small waist and like thick thighs and like a nice butt, nice legs and like
dumper.
Yeah, a dumper. A nice back, and they gotta wear makeup to make themselves look better, and a lot of girls don't need it. I don't think any girl really needs it. I find that girls look better without makeup than they do with makeup. It's like my girlfriend right now, she doesn't wear makeup like at all when we're together, which is awesome. Even when we go out, she doesn't do her makeup, and I respect that a lot. Because the beauty standards are so high.
Oh man, you're just hoping that she sees this.
I don't care if she sees it or not. It's the truth, man. I know some girls who won't go out in public unless they have makeup on, and you know when you see them, their makeup's done, but you weren't there when they were looking in the mirror trying to get that perfect eyebrow or that perfect blush or that perfect mascara. It must have taken them a long time, and they're only doing that because this beauty standard, which is stamped in their head by social media, commercials, and other girls, and I believe that's a kind of mental illness, in a way, because they stress about how they look. And I used to do the same thing when I was in high school. I used to stress about how I looked all the time. I don't know why. It's just how it was. Because I've seen so many videos on like how a guy should look and beauty standards. And as soon as I got away from all that, and I stopped caring about my hair. Like I still do my hair with like paste. You know, just to look like a bit better. It's the same idea as makeup, but I like going out and looking good. I'm not going to put makeup on, right? I mean, I think that there's a big difference in just styling your hair than doing, you know, your whole face full of makeup. And some girls stuff their bras. Like, you don't really need that, you know? You don't need to do that. Because the truth is that when you're a guy and you look at a girl, like, probably like 90% of the time you're attracted to that person. Like the mentality of a guy is so crazy, and girls don't understand that. Is that we find like maybe it's me, it could be just me, but I find like 90% of women attractive that I see. It's just how it is. I can't ignore that. I'm a human just like everyone else. I find most girls attractive, which you should if you're a straight male. There's nothing wrong with being gay, obviously, but I think every girl. I'm not attracted to every girl, obviously. You know, everyone has standards and everyone has like the picture of beauty in their head of what they think is beautiful. But most girls don't need the things that they're doing to themselves, but they do it anyways because they think that they need it. But it's just, it's all in your head. Everything is all in your head. You don't need to go to certain extents just to go to the gym or just to go to the mall, you know, and it's getting worse over time. Because I remember when I was in high school, you know, there'd be a few girls wearing makeup in school, right? And when you see a girl with makeup on, you notice right away, right? And some of them look really good with makeup on, right? But then even when they take that makeup off, they still look good, but they don't know that. And maybe no one's giving them the compliments when they're not wearing makeup, but you don't need it. You really don't need it, but I understand why they do it, because insecurity is a real thing. It's real, and I have overcome it. And now I went from wearing a hat all the time to cover my head, and now I just style my hair a bit, and that's it. I'm out the door. Something that takes like 2 minutes.
Drives me nuts. I think I look like shit with this.
See, everybody's got insecurities, right? But as soon as you get over that, it's a lot less stressful. It really is.
I hate having long hair. It drives me nuts. It's got to go.
Yeah, I hate having long hair too. I get acne everywhere. It's just disgusting.
I just hate it. Once it starts messing with my ears, it's got to go.
Exactly.
That's enough. It really drives me nuts. I don't know how people can have long hair. Like my stepfather, he has long hair. He's got it in a ponytail most of the time, but just, I was actually talking to him about this with him last night, and it's just, how do you do it? I couldn't do it.
nothing against guys with long hair. It's not for me. But some people like having long hair. Some people don't. It doesn't matter, right?
No.
But I think a really good example of insecurity, how I thought of it, was that when I wore a hat when I had long hair, it would hide it. I thought I looked ridiculous. But I would get acne around like my forehead because I was wearing the hat, and I'd sweat and it'd get into my forehead, and I'd get a bunch of pimples. And I've noticed with girls too, when a girl is overweight, like has a stomach, you know, obviously it's like, it's not a huge stomach, but you know, it's a noticeable stomach. They like to wear sweaters. And what the sweater does basically is that it hides those fat curves, I guess you could call it. But when you do that, you're trapping all that like heat and smell inside of you, and what ends up happening is that you keep all your body's stink inside that sweater. It like holds it inside so that it makes you kind of smell worse, you know, because when you're a bigger person, you sweat more and you smell different when you're bigger. That's just how it works. So it's like your own insecurity is making you even worse than what you think, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at.
And why are you insecure? I've seen some chunky girls, and it's just like, oh yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there isn't.
You
still look good.
I'm not saying that like really big girls are disgusting. It's just that when you see a girl who's like kind of on the bigger side, it's not that bad. But if you're big enough to where you look at someone and you know that their lifestyle is complete shit, it's unattractive. It really is. Because what you want to do in life, basically, you want to find a partner who will have a healthy lifestyle so that they live longer, and yourself too. You want to be healthy too, so you live longer, so you guys can spend as much time together. It's just kind of like a mental thought that you have. You don't have to think about it; it just happens. Like I wouldn't want to choose a partner who's severely overweight, and I would assume that they're gonna either die young or have diabetes eventually. And like obesity is a crazy thing. It increases so many chances of like heart attack, stroke, like so many negative things, right? So that's why I think some girls too, they want to be skinny because it's known as being healthy. But then there's also people who get too skinny, and that's not healthy. It's like, what do? You just gotta look healthy. You shouldn't be so big that when you go in public, people turn their head and like, oh my god, like that person must eat a lot or they must be unhealthy. Because ultimately, when you are noticeably big, you know, that is unhealthy. That's just how it works. It's humans aren't meant to be that big. Humans are meant to be not even slim, just have like a bit of fat on them. You know, that's just the way it is. It's how it's supposed to be. You can't be too lean, you can't be too fat. You got to find that like perfect medium to be in. And I find that that's the most attractive females, in my opinion, is when they're not too fat and they're not too skinny. They're right in the middle. They look healthy. That's like the ideal woman. And for some reason, I think that that'd be the most ideal man, is where they're not too fat, not too skinny. I think that would make sense. But like I said, the beauty standards are different. You know, some guys, it goes to their head, and in their head, they gotta look ripped. They gotta look jacked. They gotta look big. Like me, for example, I worked out first because I was fat and overweight. I was really overweight in high school, and I lost a bunch of weight, and then I got big, and I found out that I actually like working out. It helps me deal with fucking shit in my head. It helps me so much. It gets rid of that anger, that hate towards, I don't even know what it is. It's just this anger that's in me. I don't know why. But I found out that I liked it, and now I work out, and I enjoy now getting bigger. I don't do it to impress anybody. I do it because I like it. It's fun. I like seeing myself get bigger, stronger, leaner. It's fun. It's a fun process. Every 2 weeks or so, I'll look in the mirror and be like, wow, I made improvements. And it's such a good feeling. Like, so some people have other things that they like to do. Like, they go fishing, catch a fish, makes them feel good. My thing is working out, looking better, and feeling better. I don't do it for anyone. I do it for myself, because I started off pretty shitty. I was very, very, very fat. Very fat.
My thing is learning a new song on guitar.
That's
Especially when I do it by ear and I don't have to watch a lesson. Holy. great. But I think that's it for today. Because this guy has to pee real bad.
Oh.
So, hopefully you see this on Saturday. And if not, I apologize. You'll see it eventually.
Find something that makes you happy and do it. I found my thing.
And I found my thing. So,
Doesn't matter what it is, just do it, get better at it, get better and better and better. And you will be a happier person.
I don't even know what I'm going to title this episode.
I don't know.
But anyways, thanks for watching again. Good night.
This is great.